The US dollar is dropping sharply. Why is it dropping and why does it matter? Okay, so let's start with a performance review of the US dollar. Let's take a look at a couple of charts. So what we'll do is we'll start with a long-term view and then we'll narrow it down. Okay, so this is a 10-year chart on the US dollar. You can see what it's done over the past 10 years. You can see that along the way, it has had massive moves up, right? Okay, so this entire move right here, the last big monster one, this is when we had that fake 2-year sugar high rally based on artificially low federal funds rate and a huge liberal QE policy. So it had a solid 2 years there of a massive run up, and this can overlay with the stock market, right? So at the moment, it is at a very important support and resistance level, right? Anyway, so this is a very important congestion level on a long-term basis. All right, let's take a little closer look. All right, this is the 1-year chart, and you can see that the high was put in back in September of 2022, and then this is where we are today in July. All sorts of negative patterns in here that I can point out to you, but let's move on. Okay, and of course, here we go. What is this? I think it's a 3-month chart. And you can see over the past few weeks, the dollar has just been going straight south. Okay, so I think that I've established that the dollar is going down. It's selling off. It's dropping. It's puking. It's tanking. It's not looking very good. Okay, so why is this happening? Well, there's always a number of factors that go into these kind of things, right? But I think it's safe to say that the real reason is that the dollar is becoming less attractive as a global currency. And that is largely due to the fiscal and financial policies that we have adopted here in America over the past couple of years. And it also has a lot to do with the upcoming BRICS meeting in August. Remember, in August, the BRICS alliance are going to get together and they're going to discuss this new currency that they want to issue as a competitor to the US dollar. And the assumption is that that new currency will be backed by a solid asset, probably gold. Even without that BRICS currency, a lot of countries around the world are starting to use the US dollar less and less as a reserve currency. They're starting to realize that they do have options and they do not have to be under the thumb of America all the time. Okay, so that's why. So now, why does it matter? Okay, there are all sorts of consequences to this. One of them is the value of gold has been going up. So remember, the mantra is, number one, reduce your exposure to your bank. Get your dollars out of the damn bank. 2, put a bunch of that money into gold and silver. This will get you out of the system and it'll get you outside of the US dollar. And 3, establish streams of passive recurring income. Now, as I'm recording this, the stock market is actually breaking out a little bit. It's had a little bit of a bullish breakout. Well, you kind of have to understand the weird way that Wall Street works. And that's a longer topic than I want to have for this video. And for now, just realize that the US dollar is declining and it probably has a lot further to go to the downside. If you'd like to know how to acquire some gold and silver, reach out to me. I'll have my email in the description below. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.